Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Nicely aimed pass. The less said about that pass, the better. Cannavaro. It's a throw-in. Chiellini. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pelé. First quarter of an hour gone. Azar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And it's Azar. Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Mbappe is onto this. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Forlan. Oh, that's a key interception. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot! They've scored! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. Luis Suarez. Pelé. Oh, what a ball! There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Nice sequence of passes, this. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Stojkovic. Played back in. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Could be danger here. And they've got rid. And it's Stojkovic. And he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted and that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Messi. Mbappe. Cruyff. Roberto Baggio, quietly revving up. Adriano. Oh, good ball! And the shot! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Adriano! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Roberto Baggio. Messi. Maldini. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Scholes. And they win it back again. Piqué is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cruyff. Puskás looking to add to his goal. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Lovely Rummenigge! And yes, it's there! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the number on the board is 3. And it's made its way to him. He's having a go! It's bounced back off the post. And that may well be that. That is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Rafinha. Clipped into space. Osimhen gets flagged offside. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great ball, and he's in here. Pele. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pele with the cross. Terrific header! In for the pieces! Decent enough try.
Suarez is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Irwin is one whose deliveries we all know about. Looking to go deep. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now it's Messi. So what can they make of this? And this is Luis Suarez. And he was quick to react. Now that looks a decent ball. And the ball is out of play. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Azar. And he's cut it out. Mateus. Pele. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's away. It's Luis Suarez! And he's done it! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the...
Oh, what has happened here? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Osimhen is in a really good position out wide. He is through here! And he's gone backward here. Oh no, this does not look good. And that was very necessary. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's onside! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, it didn't look good. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Might be danger here. And a shot! And that has been knocked clear.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, terrible pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's heaved it away. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Adriano. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Piqué makes the interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele, Forlan. Oh, that was vital. And it's Luis Suarez. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Simons. Luis Suarez. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Messi. And this is Forlan. Pele. Messi. Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super ball!
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Forlan. Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Palmeiras do have a chance to counter here. And here's Park Ji-sung. Totti! Decent enough try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's decent chance! Superb from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Oh, what has happened here? It's a throw-in. Messi. And Messi! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And it's Totti. Palmeiras finding their passes. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi really must be thinking.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Palmeiras kick off the second half. Luis Suarez. Cruyff. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Cruyff. Park Ji-sung. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Luis Suarez. Shapes to shoot! There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Totti, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's superb. He's having a shot! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Palmeiras go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Half an hour gone in the second half. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Totti. It's Totti! Now it's Park Ji-sung. In it comes Totti! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
That's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi Simons. Palmeiras looking to pass their way through. Maldini. And that has been cut short. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as neutral. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Lopez. And here's Eto'o. Fermin! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Looking for options for movement. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Sneijder. Now it's Eto'o. No goals as yet. Thuram. Knocks it into space. Maldini calmly anticipates. And here's Nakata. And this is Eto'o. Very nicely done. Plenty to aim. It's Eto'o! Mateus has a look and plays it forward. Pele, can he spark a counter here? Baresi. Now it's Eto'o. And the shot's on here. Fermin! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. Mateus attempts a clearance. Oh, he's gone for goal! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fermin. To Sneijder. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. To Sneijder. Oh. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's through here. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Spain. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pass somewhat off target. Puskas. Oh, super ball! Rummenigge finds himself offside. Pedri.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross into the box. Up he goes! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Thuram. Nakata. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. He's tried one. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got a Rummenigge! And he can clear it away. Great vision. Look at the space here. Adriano! But oh, what has happened here? Baresi gets rid without sophistication. It's a searching pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Bangladesh really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Maldini.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Baggio. Oh, well measured. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chiellini does well to stand firm and defend it. Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good take in a good area. Vinicius Junior. First quarter of an hour gone. No, he's had it taken off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Forlan. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Robertson. Robertson charging forward down that flank. And that should get the job done.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Germany still without a single shot on target. It's a searching pass. Messi gets into a good position. Goes for a shot! Goal! Germany! There is the breakthrough. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Rumenigge! And that is quite wonderful. About as smooth as it gets. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Threads one in. Cross from Robert. Terrific header! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we're underway again.
Germany really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's taking no chances there. Oh, easy pickings there. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
A probing pass. Piqué makes the interception. Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Germany needing a change of fortune here. Thuram. Edmilson. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Germany do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Germany really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and...
Takes a shot! Glorious! A finish of true class! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle.
It's Adriano! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Germany have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. Cross to the back post. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. And that's it. My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Oh, no joy this time. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Morientes is herring after that one. Now it's Batistuta. Good take and big chance! Loose ball now and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Costa Curta. Now it's Bellingham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Here comes the corner. Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. And the keeper beats it away. Germany still without a single shot on target. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold is looking to influence the game from out wide. Knocks it into space. Tries to cross. Up he goes! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Maldini can get it clear. And it's Beckham. Thuram. Germany are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. He's through here. Oh, he's got a side of chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckham. Batistuta. Morientes. Costa Curta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what a climb! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's going to go a long way. Messi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's managed to get free. A lot of space ahead of him. Terrific header! Goal, Germany! There is the breakthrough. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Germany have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes...
Bellingham! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And he was quick to react. That's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bellingham. They're urging him to shoot. And the cross comes in.
Well played and well cleared. Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Baggio. He's found a way through. Rijkaard. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Just about up to the hour now. Hernes quietly revving up. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lofted in.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Messi coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Beckham tries to clear. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Bellingham. Just about up to 75 minutes. Borussia Dortmund have it back and can go again.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Tries a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Borussia Dortmund really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Cruyff. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Tries to play it through. Oh, easy pickings there. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's that. Germany pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Edmilson making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Shot could be on, and he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is De Bruyne. Check is there to clear. Quarter of an hour played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Neymar. Not the most convincing of passes. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Thuram. Pelé. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A pierce. Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Germany with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now, can he find a finish? Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Lovely ball. It's Pelé! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, it's come to nothing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That is a brilliant interception.
Pelé really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, there's a probing ball. He's found a way through. Pinches it off him. Pelé was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Germany, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. There's the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, this looks sharp. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Baggio. And now they can clear their lines. De Bruyne. Now it's Neymar. The message is clear, none shall pass. Pass somewhat off target. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And it's De Bruyne. He won't be happy with that one. Edmilson. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Germany clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played with finesse. Neymar! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Eto'o. Well, that has not gone well. They're back in possession and ready to go again. De Bruyne. Eto'o. Now it's Messi. And this is Eto'o. He's had a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Good read, needed to be. Piqué gets good distance on it. Knocks it into space. There will be a throw-in. Rummenigge, and the shot! Really well taken goal. And surely now, the result beyond doubt. Truly superb. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and...
Foden! He's goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Szoboszlai with the foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bullet. Kukçu. Piqué makes the interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kukçu. Neymar. Nicely worked. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Matthäus. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foden. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Szoboszlai. Foden. Chips it through. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Oh, a delicate chip through. Thuram clears it away. He's having a go! And Czech pulls off a sensational save! Madrid with the corner, they're first. Neymar with the short one. Thuram gets good distance on it. Rijkaard. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Forlan. And the finish! It's in! Germany are all square! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Germany will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Madrid get the ball rolling for the second period. Foden. And it's been played through. Edmilson. Roberto Baggio. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Real chance! Superb from Puskás!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And when the manager called on him, and pull it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. They've played it short. Szoboszlai receives it in a good position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he finish? And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.